Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and Beautiful may just pull off Sheila's most unexpected return yet. It's been a little while since Sheila's latest death on The Bold and the Beautiful, but the show's finally gotten to putting her to rest with all three of her mourners. Well too, Hope was just there to offer support. Actually, maybe 1.5. Finn's not entirely sure what he's feeling right now. Deacon, though, he's definitely mourning Sheila's death. Against all odds, he fell in love with the sociopath, and it seemed at the time that she loved him too. So much so that he's still convinced she turned her life around. Clearly, he's struggling right now, so much so that tomorrow's Bold and Beautiful spoilers have him following Sheila's body to the crematorium. That may seem to be pretty final and possibly even healing, but it could be just about the worst thing Deacon could do if his mental state is starting to fray right now. Despite what everyone else thought about Sheila, Scene Cannon explained in an interview with Soap Opera Digest, she represented a significant pillar in what was holding up his new life, and now once again he finds himself in a place where he doesn't have anybody. I mean, yes, he has hope, but it's a different kind of love. Moving on after Sheila's death has not been easy for Deacon, and it may be about to get a lot worse. I think there's a part of him that's kind of broken, Cannon admitted, adding that it remains to be seen how he's actually going to cope with it. Deacon hasn't been shy in telling everyone that he really, truly loved Sheila, but everyone thinks he's crazy, and he's starting to doubt his own sanity a little bit. And losing touch with your sanity, especially when it comes to Sheila, who herself often had a very tenuous grip on reality, can be a slippery slope. If his life is crumbling, he's questioning his own sanity, and he's still trying to figure out how to cope. That could make Deacon extremely vulnerable. Maybe it would even be enough to really start to go crazy, or so he'd think. Because what if, after he accompanies Sheila's body to cremation and even stays to see the deed done, he starts seeing Sheila in different places? Maybe he'd be certain he's seen her in disguise, maybe as herself. He'd catch flashes in the crowd, someone off in the distance. He'd chase after her, but she'd be gone. And that's when he'd really start to question his sanity, because she is, after all, dead. He's seen her body, watched it get cremated, and said goodbye. It doesn't get much more final than that, no matter what Sheila may have pulled off in the past. Maybe he'd start telling people like Hope, and they'd stop just thinking he's crazy and tell him that he is. Gently, we would hope, in Hope's case. The thing is, we're all pretty sure this is one big ruse, and Sheila's still out there. But how reliable would Deacon be? Is he seeing her lurking around waiting to make her big comeback and strike at those she hates, or is he really, truly cracking up? What if it's a bit of both? Deacon's final goodbye could instead turn out to be the first step in saying hello. For Deacon's sake, we hope Sheila really is coming back. For everyone else's, though, it might be better off if it's all just in his head. In the hushed corridors of daytime drama, where plot twists reign supreme and character resurrections are as common as a fresh pot of coffee in a bustling office, there exists a realm where the bold and beautiful reign supreme. And in this world, where the lines between reality and fantasy blur like the brushstrokes of a master painter, a rumor began to swirl, whispered among fans with the same fervor as a secret past between confidants. Sheila Carter, the enigmatic villainess whose schemes once rattled the very foundations of Los Angeles society, was said to be making her most unexpected return yet to the hallowed halls of Forrester Creations. For those uninitiated in the dramatic tapestry of the Bold and Beautiful, Sheila was a force to be reckoned with. A woman whose thirst for power and penchant for manipulation knew no bounds. Her tangled web of deceit ensnared the lives of the Forresters, the Spencers, and the Logans, leaving a trail of heartbreak and turmoil in her wake. But just when the denizens of the fictional town of Los Angeles believed they had seen the last of Sheila, whispers began to surface suggesting otherwise. It was a tantalizing prospect, fraught with excitement and trepidation in equal measure. Could Sheila truly be returning, ready to unleash her particular brand of chaos once more? Or was this merely the wishful thinking of a fan base hungry for drama? As speculation reached a fever pitch, the executive offices of the Bold and Beautiful remained tight-lipped, refusing to confirm or deny the rumors swirling around Sheila's impending return. And yet, amidst the silence, there lingered a sense of anticipation, a feeling that something momentous was on the horizon, poised to shake the very foundations of the soap opera world. For those who had followed Sheila's tumultuous journey from the beginning, her potential return was a source of both excitement and dread. After all, this was a woman who had faked her own death, assumed multiple identities, and committed acts of unspeakable villainy in the name of her own twisted ambitions. And yet, despite her myriad transgressions, there was an undeniable magnetism to Sheila, a complexity that made her simultaneously repulsive and irresistible. In the weeks leading up to Sheila's rumored return, the denizens of Forrester Creations found themselves on edge, their nerves frayed by the uncertainty hanging in the air like a heavy fog. For some, the prospect of Sheila's comeback was a nightmare come to life, a reminder of past traumas best left buried in the recesses of memory. For others, it was an opportunity for redemption, a chance to confront the demons of their past and emerge stronger for the struggle. But as the fateful day drew near, there was no denying the palpable energy crackling through the air, a sense that the very fabric of reality was about to be torn asunder by the return of one of daytime television's most iconic characters. And when Sheila finally made her grand entrance, it was with all the flair and flamboyance befitting a woman of her stature. Clad in designer couture and sporting a wicked smile that sent shivers down the spines of those in her presence, Sheila strode into Forrester Creations as if she owned the place, a queen returning to her throne after a long and tumultuous absence. And though her motives remained shrouded in mystery, there was no denying the power she wielded over those around her. The way she effortlessly commanded the attention of everyone in the room with a mere flick of her wrist or arch of her eyebrow. For the denizens of Los Angeles, Sheila's return was a seismic event, a cataclysmic collision of past and present, love and betrayal, redemption and revenge. And as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the true extent of Sheila's plans began to come into focus, leaving those who dared to stand in her way trembling in fear. But amidst the chaos and turmoil that accompanied Sheila's return, there remained a glimmer of hope, a belief that no matter how dire the circumstances, good would ultimately triumph over evil in the end. For in the world of the bold and beautiful, where passion and drama reign supreme, anything is possible, even the most unexpected return of all.